Hey guys, what's going on? So you've probably seen Netflix price shoot up like crazy over the course of the last 72 hours, and you're probably, well, who the hell is buying all these calls, guys? The answer is simple. We've been buying the shit out of Netflix calls in the last 2 weeks. And so if you're a paying member of our alert group, guys, these are all the alerts that you've been getting to buy Netflix calls. Now, yeah, it goes as back as October 10th, as you can see right here. We started buying Netflix calls when it was, actually, I'm going to show you the chart in just a second. We were buying the big dip in Netflix. And if you actually have been paying close attention to the channel, 90 days ago, we posted a highly bullish Netflix video explaining the pattern. And in this video, I'm going to elaborate just a little bit more on why it was such an ideal time frame to buy Netflix calls despite of all the negativity in the market. So as you can see, just to summarize all the alerts, October 10th, multiple alerts telling you, hey, buy calls, buy calls. Some explanations why the market is not going to just all of a sudden collapse the hell out and go lower. You can see October 13th, we're buying more Netflix calls, calls, buying a bunch of other calls. But all of these trades, guys, I mean, look, we're buying Amazon at 108. I mean, we're buying Snow at 149. Today, guys, October 20th, Snow is like 180 bucks. October 14th, we're buying Netflix calls again. So, guys, you cannot let the market shake you out of trades. So, needless to say, Netflix was not going higher every single day. But we have made up the mind based on the chart to keep buying Netflix calls on the dip, on the bounce. Just buy the hell out of Netflix calls. That was the trade. And we stuck with it. Look, there are days when Netflix was dropping. What did we do? Still bought Netflix calls. October 14th, buy more Netflix calls. Calls. Netflix calls. What are we buying? What are we buying on October 14th? We're buying some more Netflix calls. We're seeing big move in the making on Netflix. Call on the bottom in the market, 36.09 on October 14th. Pretty strong bounce since then. Guys, 298 target still possible for Netflix tomorrow. Could be a huge move. Actually, not necessarily quite tomorrow, the 21st. Monday could be a colossal move higher. So 298 is our target on Netflix. If you were to look at the chart, breaking down those dates, we're buying Netflix as low as 210 bucks. Yesterday and today was trading as high as 279 bucks. Huge move. That's catching like over 20-30% move in the stock. And if you're dealing with options, of course, you look at exponential returns. Some people got frustrated with me for posting the results of the 70x trade last time. Guys, it's all in your hands. Go to 13mm TV. It's cost $1. Like, guys, it's $1 to trade with a coach. I don't know. Nobody else is offering this kind of crazy shit because nobody is so confident about trading as we are here at 13 Market Move. So we've called for the Netflix pop after earnings. Last earnings report 90 days ago, we've called for a huge move in Netflix, and we started buying it way ahead of time when the price was still low at 210 bucks. That's like, guys, this was an easy trade. I'm about to show you the chart. Today, what did we do today? We bought some more Netflix calls on the dip. So Netflix was the trade, and this is how the chart looks. Now, some of you have heard me talk about a tornado pattern. Tornado pattern is highly bearish, but there's also such thing. If you were trading with a coach here at 13 Market Moves, you would have known as well that the reverse tornado pattern is also true. And it is highly bullish. So just like you have head and shoulders and you have the reverse head and shoulders, which the reverse head and shoulders is a highly bullish pattern, this is a reverse tornado pattern. As you can see, Netflix tries to break this level lower and it fails 1, 2, 3 times. And then the last time it goes here, right? It sure looks like, well, shit, it's about to fall apart. I mean, the whole market looks like it's about to fall apart. Everything looks like it's about to fall apart. And this is exactly the moment you're trying to catch. And make sure you don't miss the next video, because I'm going to show you another example of a very similar chart pattern and how you could have capitalized on at least a 3x trade. I'm not talking about a huge trade, nothing huge like Netflix has been for us over the course of the last 7 days. But guys, this is a phenomenal trade. And depending on your entry, yeah, you could have locked in another 20x trade. Depending on your entry, you could have broken even, depending exactly how you traded this, guys. But this is where your commitment as a trader comes in. You cannot just say, well, hey, I'm off on Thursday, therefore, hey, I'm just going to trade Thursday all day. Or, I mean, oh, we're going to take Monday off and trade. Or listen, the market does not work on your schedule. You got to work on market's schedule, and you got to be 100% committed. As a matter of fact, fuck being 100% committed. To beat the market, you got to be 110, 120, 150, 188% commitment is required if you're really trying to analyze the market and produce 70x type trades, guys. But it all starts with studying the methodology we got here, 13 market moves, understanding what does the reverse head and shoulder pattern is, and more importantly, how can you capitalize on the reverse tornado pattern. So as you can see, in this case, we got a perfect example on Netflix on a reverse tornado pattern. We've got test 1, test 2, test 3, and this time, the fourth time, it looks like everything is just about to fall apart, and this is exactly where you want to come in and you want to buy it. Okay, if you look at a longer time frame, Netflix, I mean, guys, it hasn't been that long ago. The stock used to be at $600, had a phenomenal fall. We've called the top on it. We've shorted the hell out of it. 600, 500, 400, 300, and the big what is Ackman goes all in. Okay, at about $350 on it, thinking he's getting the deal of a lifetime on this thing, and then he sells the shit out of it after a bad earnings report, and after that the stock just keeps unfolding. It goes into the 100 range, 170, 180, and that's where we start buying the hell out of Netflix. When the whole world just closes eyes on Netflix and says, hell, there's no way this thing can go higher at this point. It's down from $600 to 180. We're saying it's time to buy it. And we've been doing it for the last 2 quarters. And it's understanding the chart pattern that's key. In this particular case, this whole trade, all of these alerts that we have been sending, it has been based on multiple bullish factors, bullish divergences that we have noticed between, look, Netflix, buy. Netflix is fucking dropping, guys. Who has the balls to buy it? Okay, 13 market moves has the balls to buy it. So if you've been wondering, well, who's buying all these fucking calls? We have been buying the shit out of Netflix calls. That's the fucking truth, okay? We've been buying it right here when it looked like all hell was going to break loose. We were buying calls. And look, shortly after that, what do you see? This huge volume. This huge volume actually came in even way before the earnings report. All this huge volume right here, boom, boom, boom. Guys, if this move just happened one day earlier, guys, I would have had some traders lock in $20 million gains on this trade. I've had traders who were holding 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 calls on this thing going into Friday. So Friday, unfortunately, the trade stalled out. The following day, it goes $17 high. Then it goes $38 high the following day. Guys, this is not the thing you want to short. If you paid close attention to the last video, I've told you, guys, don't short this. Don't short this MACD formation when MACD, the black line, is finally crossing this after, the context. You got to look at the context. It's not just like you look at this every time. It's like, oh, well, for sure, I'm not going to short it. You got to look at multiple things, but this is a sure thing for you to check out if you're considering shorting something. You don't want to be shorting a situation like this. When MACD is making a bullish cross, stay away. You'd better find out like 10 other reasons why you should be shorting this when you see this. And there's not 10 other things. You got a bullish crossover on MACD right here. You've got a phenomenal bullish divergence, right? For the last couple of weeks, what does the market do, guys? Fuck, it's dropping, right? So you see this in the general market. This is S&P 500. I mean, it's dropping, and then it's dropping again. And so on this second drop lower, what does Netflix do? Like, look at this. October 10th, we started buying. Look, the market is dropping. So the market is in the red, and Netflix is like, it's collapsing, and we're buying the hell out of it. Okay, and so the market didn't do a whole lot since then, but Netflix did. As far as percentage returns and options in Netflix, it was absolutely phenomenal. And so it's understanding. Okay, not so long ago, maybe 60 days ago, I pointed out a couple of things about relative strength and the way a lot of traders misinterpret it. A lot of traders that look at RSI such as this. Oh, well, this is the RSI indicator. It's overbought, oversold. Bullshit. You'll never make any money looking at this line right here saying it's oversold or overbought. A much better use of an RSI would be understanding, okay, well, how does a particular stock you're looking at trading, how does it compare as far as its relative strength to the sector where the stock belongs? How does it compare to the rest of the market? So in this case, when we're looking at Netflix, well, how does it compare to the rest of the market while the market is dropping? Well, the stock is not dropping clearly, okay? And so today, I mean, yesterday, I mean, the market just, it makes some bounces. It has a very difficult time continuing the momentum. We get in some days where the market just bounces and it's losing momentum. It's bouncing and it's losing momentum. That is not necessarily a bearish thing. This is not how crashes are formed. VIX is having a very difficult time breaking out above 36. So the condition to go highly bearish would be, hey, VIX goes above 36 within a very short amount of time. That would be the ultimate thing to watch after. But stocks like Netflix, right, they have gone through severe crash. Netflix within its own, from $600 some all the way down to 180, and just barely recovering now. This is the ideal moment for institutional investors when the stock is down 60-70%, okay, but it's a solid company. It's not like we're going to wake up tomorrow and nobody's going to fucking watch Netflix, okay? So it's a good company. It's a solid company. All institutional investors wanted was like, hey, just show us a decent quarter. And so Netflix reversed the trend. Last time, 90 days ago, it showed a decent quarter. It showed a decent quarter this time. That's all it took, guys. It doesn't take, like, you can be an easy hero in this kind of market, right? Because all the other companies, they're just shit. Show some good return. Show some good earnings. Show some increase in your numbers, such as Netflix did, and the numbers of subs. Whatever metrics is applicable to a company that you're watching and you're looking to trade, just show some decent numbers. That's all it. Like, just as long as the numbers are not horrible. Like Snapchat, okay, yeah, fuck, that's a dog. That's a dog. I mean, it's been a dog for months and months and months, and it just can't snap out of it. Yeah, you don't want to be buying the dip on that. But, like, guys, I'll post some videos on a few stocks, which I think are just phenomenal buys right now. Yeah, I said buys, like we're buying calls on this thing that have similar formations, or instead of just, for example, a highly bullish formation such as this one, which is a reverse tornado pattern, you're gonna be looking at some stocks and just charts, it just looks so horrible. There's a moment on the chart when it just looks so horrible. It just can't get any worse. And that could be a reason for some institutional investors to actually start buying something, but they need a reason. And so during this earnings season, I think there's gonna be some stocks that have been beaten down so badly. All they gotta do is just show some decent numbers. And these stocks, I'm not saying every one of them is going to do what Netflix does, right? I mean, that's a 70-point move within 4 days, 5 days, trading days. I mean, not every stock is going to be able to show this sort of percentage of a return, but there's going to be some stocks that are going to be showing some positive surprises. And any positivity at least short term is going to be bought. I'm not saying Netflix is going to go back to $600. Definitely not this month or next month. Okay, but there's some definite insane trades that you could capitalize on, right? And if you're running multiple businesses and you don't have the time to go in and zoom in on these charts, guys, I invite you to trade with the 13 Market Moves coach. Look, it's not going to require a lot of time, which if you're a busy guy, but you're trying to understand the market, look, some of the best things you're going to learn is through working with somebody who does this every day. So therefore, you wouldn't miss out on trades like Netflix. Therefore, somebody is actually going to take the time to send you, not just one time, oh, hey, we think Netflix is a good idea. We think Netflix is going to go higher over the next 5 years. That's not an alert. I tell you specifically, get in now, okay? And have a high conviction trade when we're looking at a simple chart formation like this. Like, look, all you got to do is stay firm. When the stock is dropping, you add calls. You don't close your position. Guys, don't get me started on bullshit stop losses that many of you are using, and you get out of the killer trades that could be making you thousands, hundreds of thousands, could be making you a few $1,000,000. The truth is there's more Netflix trades or Netflix-like trades that we're going to see here in the next couple of weeks. So don't waste your time. Go to 13MTV, sign up. Okay. If you care to have an in-depth understanding of more chart patterns like this that you can actually spot on your own, go to 13MTV, get your course, get in touch. Like, guys, to talk to somebody here at 13 Market Moves doesn't cost you a dime. You schedule a call at 13marketmoves.com or 13mtv.com. You get to talking to somebody in the next 24 hours. In the next 24 hours, there's going to be probably 3 to 4 trades just like this. So, instead of complaining, oh, Leo, I missed on that 70x trade. I can't believe you didn't send me a message. Fuck, sign up today. It's $1 to sign up. So tomorrow you wouldn't miss out on the next Netflix type trade. Now, some crazy stuff is happening in the market, and actually the market is super, super easy to read. And many people are just, they're misinterpreting the pricing of the options right now, okay? And it's a killer opportunity for somebody that, understands exactly what we're trying to look at here at 13 Market Moves. And if you really want to be a student of the market, you could certainly get an in-depth understanding of this. So ultimately, you could do this on your own. So ultimately, you can come in and say, well, shit, I'm not shorting S&P 500 when it's doing this. Well, Leo, what the hell is this? Guys, I'm going to keep, I guess my goal for the next 90 days is to keep this video as simple as possible. I'm not going to try to throw a ton of information at you guys, but I'm just going to keep drilling like this. What is this? This means don't fucking short it. When you're looking at the chart and you have this, okay, understand, this is not an ideal time to short. You don't want to put on your short right here, okay? I've shown you this on Netflix chart. I've shown you this on some other charts in the prior video. Don't short this, damn it. Don't do it. But also, it doesn't mean you just go and blindly buy calls on pretty much everything, because there are stocks that are going to come down lower. There are stocks that will come lower than where they're at right now. So if you care to learn more about some of the cool stuff that we're looking at here, I mean, this was not a 70x trade, guys, but some traders locked in 20, 30x gains in this trade. And if you care to know how you could have done that, guys, simply go to 13mtv.com, sign up, trade with a coach. Guys, we got 2 killer new coaches here, guys. They only got promoted to be a coach because each one of them have locked in over $3 million in the last 60 days. And those guys started just over 5K. So if you care to actually trade with someone who has done it, not somebody who's fucking talking about it, not somebody who's talking, well, the market is bullish or bearish, or like somebody who has actually done trade after trade after trade after another trade and stuck with the program, stuck with the plan, we're going to get super booked in the next 60 days, guys. We might have a couple of spots. It may be for you. It may not be for you. I don't know. But I know one fucking thing. If you don't go to 13mmtv.com right now, and if you don't even try to sign up, you're going to hear a lot of success stories in the next 90 days. You're going to be sitting and watch some of my videos, and you're going to be like, oh, fuck. I remember that video. Leo talked about it. I'm like, fuck, why didn't I do it? So don't be that guy. Click the link below. Sign up. Stop fucking off. Stop making excuses, okay? Don't miss the next 70x trade. Let's roll.